Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to my first of two gameplay streams for today. Yes, I am doing full-time streams again, and it is a good feeling. And I am looking forward to today very much. I hope that you are as well. Today is Friday, October 18th, 2019, and I am Darkside Phil. I didn't know if you guys knew that. If you didn't know that, that's pretty confusing. How did you end up here if you didn't know who you were watching, right? That's pretty weird. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, welcome to my first stream of the day. A new release stream. That's right. For the first time in many weeks, there's actually a new release today. I haven't played an actual new release game in like, oh my god. I'm looking back. It's been many weeks. Because honestly, there hasn't been much going on in the realm of new releases, and the ones that have come out, pretty much I haven't been very interested in at all. Today we finally get one that I'm psyched for, and I am pumped for, and I hope that you guys are as well. So, welcome everyone. How you doing? Today's going to be pretty exciting, not only because of a new release, but because of something else that we're about to start talking about. That's right, everybody. I hope you're excited. So, after almost a couple months at this point of anticipation. By the way, hello Kanishi, how's it going? Nice highlighted message. I'm about to start talking about that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the official launch of my Penne points system. That is correct. The Penne points are a-flowing. The vat of pasta has been tipped. A torrent of delicious Italian goodness is now available to you, the viewer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about Penne points since they have launched. By the way, this happened completely by surprise. I was not expecting the Penne points to launch like this. I had signed up for this new channel point system about 2 months ago at the end of the summer. I wanted to be part of the early access. And when I signed up, I didn't hear anything. I signed up, it was over, I didn't hear nothing. Then they had TwitchCon last month, and during TwitchCon, it was revealed that this new channel point system would be launching in early 2020. And as long as it worked and there were no bugs, they were going to launch it for everyone. So I figured, I guess I'll start using it next year. Then all of a sudden yesterday, boom, the switch flipped like in the middle of my streaming day, and people realized they started accumulating points. Okay, so here's how it works, at least to my initial knowledge. Here's how the channel point system works, and of course for our channel, we're calling it Penne points. Alright, so, first of all, how do you earn Penne points? You earn them by watching my streams. Alright, when you watch my stream, I think it's like for every 10 or 20 minutes watched, you earn a certain amount of points or something like that. In addition, every once in a while, a pop-up should pop up on your screen saying, hey, are you still watching? And if you click on that, you get additional points, okay? And you're rewarded for watching consecutive streams. Now, as you guys know, I am a pretty strict streaming schedule. Usually around 6 days a week here, I'm streaming full-time, double streams. So it would be a pretty daunting task for you to catch every one of my streams, but for those of you who are more hardcore and adamant viewers, all right, you guys will be able to earn more points, okay? So that's how you earn them. Now, how do you spend them? What do they do? Well, right now they do various things, and in fact, I'm going to open up the menu myself to kind of go through the different options, okay? So for 450 Penne points, you will unlock a random sub emote, meaning even if you're not a subscriber, you will have access to a random one of my emotes for a limited period of time. I don't believe that it's infinite. I think that it's a limited period of time. I don't know how long. So I'm not sure how to tell you, how that works. So I can't see it because, of course, I'm on my own sub. I can't actually see, how long that works or whatever. So that's one way to unlock an emote. It's pretty cool, right? For 460 Penne points, you can send a message in sub-only mode. However, just so you guys know, that's probably never going to be a factor on my streams because I almost never go into sub-only mode. I don't feel that that's something we need to do. I like leaving the stream open. At most, I'll do followers only mode, but I almost never do sub only mode. So that one's probably one you guys are not going to be caring too much about. Okay. At 600 Penne points, you can highlight your message in chat. Now, for those who don't know, the way that works is basically your message will show up a special color. I believe right now it shows up as purple. So, for example, right now someone just did is Jake Katz. He says, well, these count as interactions like when people contribute. Well, what I'm going to try to do, Jake Katz, is when I see a highlighted message, I'm going to do my best to give a shout out for it and read it out. However, I do have to say this up front. There's no way for me to track highlighted messages as of now, unlike with contributions that come in through, say, Streamlabs. There's no queue of highlighted messages that I can access. So if I miss a highlighted message as it's passing by in chat, sadly, there's no way for me to go back and look at it again. I'll do my best. As you guys know, sometimes the chat moves really fast when there's a lot of people in here for certain games. But I'll do my best to give a shout out if I see a highlighted message. I mean, those are people who are dedicated to watching my streams. And I see that, you know, if I can, I should try to give a shout out for those highlighted messages. Okay, I'll do my best. I can't promise that I'll do it every time, but I'll try. Okay, it's going to be a new system as well. So we're going to have to see how this works. For 780 Penne points, all right, you can now choose an emote to unlock specifically. So remember, one of these options was to just unlock a random one for 450, but you may get an emote that you don't like or you're not going to use. You can choose which one you actually want to use at 780 Penne points. Okay? And then at 1250 Penne points, and this one I think is kind of neat. I didn't know this was actually an option. You can modify one of my emotes. Now you may say, well, what does modify an emote mean? Well, you have many options. Allow me to read through them here because I'm looking at them right now. So, for example, I'm just going to click on, let's look at the Jasper emote, DSP Jasper, which is my cat. So I have the ability to go grayscale. I have the ability to horizontally flip that emote. I can make it so it looks like Jasper is coming out of a pumpkin for Halloween, which is pretty neat. I can put a pair of glasses on Jasper. Now, admittedly, the glasses one, your mileage may vary because some of the emotes, the glasses fit perfectly, and others, it totally doesn't fit the emote at all. So, some emotes, this is going to look amazing, and others, it's going to look crappy. Okay, nothing you can do about that. Or you can completely squish the emote to be flat. I don't know why you would want to do that unless I'm playing like Mario and I get hit by a thwomp or something. Or you can make it look like thinking. What that means is it has that hand that kind of points to your face like you're saying, So you have the ability to edit an emote for 1250 Penne points. Now, the way that it works is I only will edit that for you. It does not edit it for anyone else. It only edits that emote for you. So when you use that emote, it changes it completely. Is it temporary or permanent? To my knowledge, I think it's temporary. I don't know if it would 100% always change that emote for you, but I think it's only temporary. Again, this is a brand new system, so we're going to have to mess with it together and kind of experiment and see exactly how it works, okay? So those are the options that are available for now, okay? Now, if you guys get ideas of things that can be done for accumulating a ton of Penne points, we can certainly discuss those ideas and see if they're viable for the streams. Some of the things that have been discussed, like by Twitch itself, is like, oh, if someone accumulates a ton of points, you'll dab for the stream or something like that. Now, personally, I think that's really stupid. I'm here to put out a fun gameplay stream for you guys, not to be fucking constantly dabbing and dancing around like an idiot. So I don't know if I want to do that. But if you guys have ideas of things that I could do if someone like accumulates a ton of these points, then I would consider doing it. If it's something that makes sense and is fun to everyone, okay? So, let's see. Let's see what happens, okay? OG Rascal says, what's even the point? See what I mean? Like, I agree. Like, it's kind of silly. That's it. What I've just described to all of you is the limitations of what you can do with the point system for now. Because earlier, someone on the pre-stream was like, oh, well, can I unlock an actual sub for free? Can I gift a sub to someone? Can I send a cheer? And the answer is no, you can't do those things. And I almost guarantee you, Twitch is never going to tie this point system into anything that's tied to, like, any kind of a value. You know what I mean? Like, for subs, you have to pay to get a sub. They're never going to unlock a sub because of the point system. You see what I mean? So, yeah, you can get an emote temporarily for a little bit, but they're never going to make it so that you get an actual free sub or anything like that. That would be up to Twitch to do, okay? But I have no control over that. What you see right now as your options for the point system is what's available to me outside of something that maybe I just control. Like I said, for example, with the whole, I'm going to dab after a certain amount of points or something like that, which I think is stupid. I don't think anyone cares about that anyway. So, this is brand new. It just launched today. Let's see what happens today with this system. I'm curious over like the next week or two, how will this be implemented? You know, how will the points be accumulated? Will you guys be liking the system? Will this be something that's hyped for like a day and then it dies out? Or will you guys actually like the implementation of this as a natural way to integrate this into the streams, right? I don't know. Fat Chicks, what a name, just highlighted a message that, how about use points to play a song or a sound sample? Well, a song I would not do, because as you know, I'm not going to play music on here and risk copyright stuff. A sound sample, I mean, first of all, it would have to be manual. There's no way to tie it automatically. Like, for example, if you I use 1,000 Penne points and it makes a sound effect on Phil's stream. There's no way to automate that process right now. Maybe eventually, if they evolve this system into something like that, it could be done. All right, but there's nothing. It's not automated. It would have to be like, oh, I catch it and then I personally, play it myself. So, and that would probably be intrusive to the streams. So, Mr. Papavera really likes the new Penne Points logo, and I should actually give a shout out to Popsicolo, who worked on this last night. As soon as the point system unlocked yesterday, he got right to work on this, and he got the Penne Point System logo made for us. It is 4 penne pasta shaped like 2 peas for Penne Points. So there you go. Okay. So there you go. That's the system. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it implements. If you guys have ideas of ways to make it better or things that I could do for a higher play, like save up a ton of points, save up 5,000 points for something on the stream, I'd be open to that. Okay. And again, I will do my best to try to pay attention to highlighted messages and give you guys shout outs, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to see them right away, especially because there's no queue. With Streamlabs, there's a queue that I can reference at any time, so if you contribute now and I miss it, I could give you a shout out 10 minutes later. There's none of that with the highlighted messages, so I just got to do my best to try to catch them in the stream chat, okay? All right, so the Penne Points are in effect, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. In addition to that, we have lots of new fan art on the pre-stream today. So shout out to Free For All Cast, who's been making this fun fan art for my streams. New fan art is always appreciated. I don't get it too often, so all this new fan art that's been added over the last week has been really awesome. And you guys have been telling me you like it, so it's good stuff, right? It's pretty good, and thank you to Free For All Cast for that. All right. One final thing before we get to the schedule. Please, guys, continue to vote on the Halloween costume you want to see me wear during my Halloween Horror Marathon coming up on Halloween. Okay? Oh my god, or is it Ornites? Ornites just said a highlighted message that I received a spam advertisement from someone, degenerate user on PlayStation. The guy kept masquerading me gift card links to my messages, so I told him to fuck off and report him for making malware sites, but then I got suspended for using bad languages for 30 days. Apparently using bad languages is a 30-day suspension, but someone spamming your inbox with a bunch of spam advertisements is not. That sucks. That's why I don't use any of that shit. And that's why I turned it off so no one can even send me messages unless they're on my friends list. But anyway. So, yes, really. One final thing. Please vote on the Halloween costume you want to see me wear on Halloween. You can do that by typing !costume into the stream chat. That will bring up the link to the forums, and head over there and check it out. Okay? Sir Queevington just highlighted a message of the generic message that everyone spams about interactivity and positivity. Thank you very much, Sir Queevington. Okay. So, yes, please vote. The more votes, the better. And this coming week, my day off this coming week is Tuesday, I will be buying my Halloween costume. It will be locked as of this Tuesday, so we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, guys? All right, now let's move on. What are we doing today? Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's a new release. It's Plants vs. Zombies, The Battle for Neighborville. If you're not aware, this is the third game in the Plants vs. Zombies console gaming shooter series. The first two were called Garden Warfare 1 and 2. Now, admittedly, many of you don't know what the series is about, so allow me to explain. By the way, Silas Darko, I see a nice highlighted message. How you doing? This series is taking the characters from Plants vs. Zombies, the mobile game series, and turning it into a fun, competitive third-person shooter franchise. And Garden Warfare 1 was mostly about multiplayer. Garden Warfare 2, which came out 3 years ago, actually more than 3 years ago, I believe it was early to mid 2016, actually had a robust story campaign starring a variety of characters and two sides, both the Plants and Zombies side. And I absolutely loved the game. I thought it was one of the most fun games of the year, in fact. I really loved it. Now, admittedly, back then I wasn't an interactive streamer. So me just being hyper-focused on the game, alright, sadly, it's not exactly the most entertaining thing to watch. Today, now my streams are interactive. We're going to be talking, we're going to be having fun. It's going to be different. It's going to be me enjoying the games plus interacting with all of you. So I think that it's going to be a much more fun and interactive gameplay experience than it might have been, say, 3 years ago before I became an interactive streamer. Okay? I'm excited about this. Now, some people are asking, what took them so long? The name of the game dev is PopCap, by the way. What took them so long to make it? I don't know. Because the last two games, I believe one came out in like 2014 or 2015, and the other one came out in 2016. I don't have a clue what took them so long to make this one. But I'm just happy it's out. Quite frankly, it's been pretty slow in regards to new game releases. Incredibly slow, in fact. Now, that's going to change very shortly, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment as we talk about all the new game releases coming out in the next few weeks. But for the fact that there's been nothing going on, I'm very excited that I'm going to be able to play this game and have some fun with it. I like the franchise a lot. I think it has a lot. Not only is it really cool gameplay, but it's cool character design. It's a cool universe. It's funny. It's really neat. And I hate to say it, some people hate on this because they say, oh, this is based on a mobile game, and it's a kiddie game, and it's not good. It's actually the complete opposite. Just because a game looks a certain way or acts a certain way doesn't mean it's not good. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the best third-person shooter franchises that has come out in the last decade. I've really enjoyed this one. So it's not Garden Warfare 3, it's Battle for Neighborville, but it very much is the third game in the series, and I'm very excited today to see what they've done with it. There's so many different characters, so I don't understand now there's like 10 different characters on each side of the Plants and Zombies. So that's really neat. Keep in mind, this game has tons of unlockables, customizables, and collectibles. It's a really great franchise, so I'm very, very fun. Very fun, and I'm very excited to play this today. Okay? So it should be pretty neat. I hope you guys are excited for it. We'll be playing this a bit over the weekend. I'm playing it today, tomorrow, and Monday. And we'll see how we do. What I'm planning on doing is hopefully getting, beating the campaign. And then maybe checking out some of the online play. So, we'll see. Okay? High Tech Specs has already asked, if you like this new game, will I play it as a weekly chill stream? Maybe. Maybe what we'll do is we got to beat the campaign, obviously. But then the multiplayer, maybe we could do it as like one session a week. Multiplayer, see what character we play with for the daily challenges, what we can unlock, playing the multiplayer, etc. It could be a fun time. I think it would be. So, let's see how this goes. Okay? Let's see. Alright, so later tonight, I'll be doing a late night stream, and it will be Dragon Quest Builders 2 Endgame. Ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. I'm finally ending the game. I'm near the end of the game. I'm not ending it. I'm near the end of the game of Dragon Quest Builders 2. From people who have played the game and beaten it, they're telling me I'm basically about 8 hours away from beating the game. So that means 2 sessions this week, 2 sessions next week. I should finish up Dragon Quest Builders 2, a game I've been playing since early July. I know. We're finally nearing the end game of Dragon Quest Builders 2. So that's going to be tonight. I'm looking forward to that because now we're going to see how it ends and, culmination of all the things I've done and learned in the game. The playthrough's almost 60 hours long at this point. So, pretty crazy, huh? Let's see what happens later tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be doing more Plants vs. Zombies on the main gameplay stream, okay? And then tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be trying out PUBG as a late-night Battle Royale stream on the Xbox One. I don't know how it's going to go. It could go really well where you guys enjoy interacting with me and it's fun, or it could be a complete dud where people hate it. We'll see what happens. And it's going to determine whether or not PUBG turns into a weekly Battle Royale late-night stream, or people just don't like it if I just do it the one time, people hate it, and I never do it again. Okay? So let's see. Let's see how it works tomorrow night, Saturday night. Okay? Now, on Sunday, I need your guys, please listen up. I need your guys' feedback on what to do on Sunday. All right, here's the options. On Sunday's main gameplay stream, we could do one of three things. Number one, I could continue on with a playthrough of a game that I've been playing on a retro console. So I could do, say, maybe Super Metroid. We could do a major stream of trying to progress in Super Metroid. Or maybe Super Mario World, which I've now played twice. And I absolutely am loving playing this game. I love Super Mario World. It's my favorite platformer of all time. You guys have been watching it and been like, dude, it's so good. Mario Kart. I could do a playthrough of Mario Kart, see how far I can get. If I can unlock all the stages in 100cc, move on to 150, which is very difficult. So that's one option that I could do for Sunday. Okay? The second option, I can, instead of doing a continuing playthrough, I could do a session of either Genesis Mini or Super NES Classics on the Switch, where we do what we've been doing, and you guys just pick random games for me to play. This way, if there's games I haven't played yet that you wanted to see me play, you can have an opportunity to see me try them out. All right? Number three, this one's completely different. There is a indie game called Just Ignore Them. It's a horror game that looks like Earthbound. For those who've never seen it, Earthbound is a 16-bit RPG from the SNES era. From what I understand, it's not long. It's like about 3 to 4 hours long, so it's pretty short. But it's only $4. And I saw a preview of this on Twitter the other day, and it actually intrigued me. Okay? I was like, this looks kind of interesting. So I wouldn't be against doing a short playthrough of Just Ignore Them on Sunday, horror-themed retro-style game, for a one-off stream, just for variety's sake. Okay? So, what do you guys think is the question. I'm curious what you guys think, in regards to what I should do on Sunday. Now, a hilarious message from Palm Primus who says, how can you say no to games that come out with Code Vein, Fire Emblem, Fortnite Chapter 2, Monster Hunter DLC, Remnant, Dauntless, Ghost Recon, Indivisible, Destiny 2 DLC, Surge 2, and many more during a slow gaming season? Yeah, okay. And none of those games are interesting to me. Like, seriously, not a single game you mentioned is even worth my time, in my opinion. You're talking about games that are DLC expansions to games I didn't play because I found them boring. You're talking about games that are Soulsborne, games that are exactly that, just rip off those Dark Souls or Bloodborne. You're not talking anything interesting, anything unique or different. You're just talking, played out franchises and DLC expansions. It's boring. You're absolutely right. You've proven my point with your message. This has been a very boring few weeks of the gaming season. The stuff that's come out has been pretty lackluster, in my opinion. That's all going to change this coming week, by the way, which we're going to talk about in a moment. All right. So, I'm curious what you guys want to see on Sunday. Already, I'm seeing mixed reviews. I see some people are like, yeah, continue on with Mario Kart and Super Mario World. And some people are like, nah, try out Just Ignore Them. So let's see. Please give me your feedback. All right. OG Rascal just did a highlighted message, and he said, you got to play what you like. It's that simple. See, and that's the thing. I don't know what I would. I mean, I know I would like Super Mario World. I would say Mario Kart I would still enjoy, but it would be much more grueling because I'm going to be doing the 150cc, which is super tough. So I would give it a shot, but it's going to be tough. I know it is. As for this new game, Just Ignore Them, I don't know anything about it besides it's survival horror. So I don't know how that game would be, So I'm not sure what I want to do. Jay Katz did a highlighted message. Play Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics. Damn. I played that back on the Game Boy Advance because I liked the original Final Fantasy Tactics, and then I ended up playing that one on the Game Boy Advance, and I liked it too. I don't know. You're the first person who's asked me to play that game. Haha. Interesting that they came out of nowhere like that, but all right. I will weigh that in. So there you go. Let's see what you guys think for Sunday. Sunday night, it's my weekly Minecraft chill stream where we all hang out in the world of Minecraft and I build some stuff and we have some fun. I'm going to be continuing on with my Jasper statue this coming Sunday night in Minecraft. And, of course, the top contributor when I play Minecraft ends up getting something named after them, which is pretty neat, okay? Oh, by the way, one other thing I was going to do for the PUBG stream Saturday night, top contributor gets to name another one of my Halloween decorations. So whoever's the top contributor during PUBG can either name the ghost or, name the spider, name something here behind me. Since people seem to like to name things on my stream for some odd reason, I figured just a one-off random thing, something silly, we could do that, okay? I think it's silly. I don't necessarily, I don't know how many people really care about it, but I figure just an extra incentive, a way to give back or something. I don't know, all right? Then on Monday, I'm going to continue on with Plants vs. Zombies, more PvZ on Monday. And Monday night will be more Dragon Quest Builders 2, again, heading into the end game of the game, okay? Tuesday is my day off. I will not be here to live stream on Tuesday, but I will be out getting my Halloween costume. And then when I return on Wednesday, I will be starting up WWE 2K20. From all reports, it's Ukes, who was the company that was involved in making this game for the last decade, is not involved this year for whatever reason, and the game is apparently quite bad, which could be hilarious. It could be a laugh riot. It could be us trying to play with crazy bugs and glitches and just bad production quality and visual issues and all kinds of silly shit, which could make the game quite hilarious in my opinion. So that's going to start on Wednesday, okay? Sound good? Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Sound good? All right. That's the week. That's what we're looking at. And what the hell? Look at this. I kept getting a pop-up message on my stupid PS4, so I was checking it out. Oh my god. Stupid. It basically, the stupid PS4 keeps having pop-up messages on the dashboard about, you got a random message from this, and you got that. And I don't see any way to even fucking disable it. It's so dumb. Oh my god. What is all this? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. PS4 is weird sometimes. Sometimes you just find a random menu you didn't even know existed. Right now I'm in a menu that has things from 2016. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I seriously don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. What the fuck is this? Anyway, this is so weird. PS4 is weird sometimes. Alright, so anyway. No, I'm not playing Mega Man. That's a Mega Man sound effect, though, because I have the Mega Man theme from being a part of pre-ordering Mega Man 11 back, years ago. So that's showing up. Oh, is that... Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. This is what it is. I think. I think. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Alright. So that's all sorted out. So anyway, yes, this week coming up should be great. I'm looking forward to WWE. Now, later in the week coming up, we'll still be playing Plants vs. Zombies, balancing that with WWE. But listen to the stuff we got coming up this week. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as well as Outer Worlds, both releasing on Friday, the 25th of October. That's 1 week from today. Okay, I'm pretty excited for that. Obviously, that's a crazy big day for game releases. Obviously, we're going to be playing those games for a while, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's really, in my opinion, when things are going to hit it into high gear with new releases and everything on the streams. People are going to be here every day watching. They want to see me play Modern Warfare online. They want to see Outer Worlds. How is it anything like New Vegas, etc. It's going to be great. I hope you guys are very excited for this. Okay, I am. I know I am. Holy crap. The week after that, we got my Halloween Marathon, which is going to feature 5 games. Plus, I'm dressing up for Halloween. The week after that, we've got Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympics, paired with Death Stranding. The week after that, we got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword and Shield. The week after that, we got Shenmue 3. So we've got an insane month of non-stop, high-profile game releases So the streams are going to be very exciting. It's not going to be about retro downtime stuff anymore. We're going to be doing a lot of new release stuff, okay? So for those of you who've been like so disappointed the past few weeks, man, Phil's been doing all this Sega Genesis and SNES, and when will he finally get to new releases? Now it's finally happening, okay? We're finally getting the big high-profile releases of this season coming out all at once, so we're going to have a lot of that new stuff, okay? Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, guys, hopefully you're excited for this. Hopefully things are good. I mean, I'm pumped, so thanks. Now, let's move on to the second segment of my stream, which is the gratuitous plugs. I'll try to make these short and sweet. First of all, thank you for 11 awesome years of allowing me to be a content creator that shares his daily gameplay experiences with all of you. I love our daily interactive streams more than I ever liked doing the on-demand videos I did for YouTube because we have interaction and fun, and it feels more natural and organic, honestly, than just doing a video playing by myself in my house, okay? That being said, since times have changed, I'm now pretty much solely reliant on your crowdfunding and your contributions during streams in order to keep things going. Especially with all the games I just mentioned coming up in the next month, I am going to need your support via various methods and means to afford all the big releases. In addition to the ones I just mentioned, there's many other games that I would like to play, like the Medieval Remaster, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz Remaster, maybe the new Need for Speed game, etc. But those games are all going to be going on the back burner until, number one, we finish up the high-profile stuff, and number two, I can afford them. All right? So, if you love my daily live streams and you love the fact that even though I make pretty much next to nothing over on YouTube, I still daily upload videos to YouTube for those who cannot attend the live stream, so you guys can check them out over on DSPGaming. You want all this to continue. Please consider contributing via one of the methods I'm going to mention right now. All right? Obviously, if you cheer, sub, or tip during a live stream, it's a great way to interact because you're going to get a shout out during the stream for your contribution. All right, that's the way it works, and I'm very appreciative of anyone who contributes during the streams. As you can see at the top of the screen, we've got a stream stats leaderboard where it tracks top tipper and top cheerer, and I'll be updating that periodically as well so that people get credit for their contributions, right? Pretty nice. And there's also a cheering leaderboard that is integrated into Twitch itself, into the stream chat, so that people who are the top cheerers of the week also will get extra recognition for their contributions. All right? Pretty nice. Now, a couple things about this. First of all, please understand that even though these contributions keep me going and they're greatly appreciated, they're not mandatory. If you just come by and hang out with me and have a good time on my streams, that's all I care about. It doesn't matter if you contribute or not. I don't require that. I'm not expecting that. But it's so awesome that you guys do contribute and keep this stuff going. It's very much appreciated, so thanks to those who can. But again, it's not mandatory, all right? Number two, there are some rules that we kind of have to abide by here because we are streaming on twitch.tv. Those are the Twitch terms of service, so please understand that I have to, do what they say as their regulations. I can't just say and do whatever I want on stream. In addition, I have my own kind of rules guide that I follow on my streams. In general, I want my streams to be a place where you guys can come and hang out and have fun and just feel like you're getting honest reactions from me in regards to games and gameplay. Hang out with me a little bit, get some interaction in the stream chat, etc. That's what it's all about. Essentially, I want you to be able to come here, escape the drama of your everyday life, have a good, relaxing, fun time, have a laugh at my expense, or have a laugh at some rage, or have a laugh at some funny stuff that's going on. Just enjoy yourself on a stream, okay? That's why my stream's not about drama. That's why my stream's not about argumentative topics that piss people off and bring up toxicity and negativity. So first of all, you're going to notice we almost never talk about politics and religion on the stream because I do feel those are two topics that people get so angry about, they can't really have intelligent discussion, all right? So I don't touch them with a 10-foot pole unless we're playing a game that deals with politics or religion. I would almost never talk about those topics. I would ask that you do the same. Number two, I'm well aware that every single day out on the internet, there is a large group of people who, at my expense, are stealing my content, are rebroadcasting my content illegally, are ripping me off, are making fun of me, are slandering me, are defaming me, and are doing fucked up stuff in general to hurt me because they get their jollies off doing it, and also they make a buck doing it. It's fucked up. It really is. It's morally wrong, but there's nothing I can do about it, and I, at this point, have become so just not caring about it. You know what I mean? At some point, you just become so immune to it, you don't give a shit. So I don't talk about it. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to be doing any specifics. I'm absolutely sure every single day there's someone out there trying to hurt me or one of my followers who contributed to me or something like that. There's no point in bringing any of that up on the streams. In fact, it's strictly against the stream rules to do so, because if you do, essentially you're giving those people what they want, attention. That's why they do it, because they want to get a rise out of me. They want to get a rise out of you. They want to get my content to become toxic. I'm not going to do it. I refuse. Okay? So that being said, no, we're not going to bring that shit up. Please ignore it, and please don't bring it up on my streams, okay? So as long as we abide by these rules, the stream should be great. It should be positive. It should be fun, especially with a new release like today. I feel it's going to be a really fun experience. I hope you guys are ready for some good stuff, all right? Now, the final thing, if you want to help me out the most, there's 2 ways that you can contribute right now that are going to help me out more than anything else. The first would be to check out my Amazon wish list. You can do that by typing !wish list into the stream chat. That is a listing of credits for the various gaming networks, including PlayStation Network and Nintendo Shop. If you get me some credits off that wish list, I can use those to buy the new games coming up. And I need the help right now because you heard the amount of games coming up. I'm going to need the support. All right? So please consider getting me something off my Amazon wish list. If you do that, let's say, I'm going to buy Phil a $20 credit on PSN today. Thank you, first of all, in advance. But you need to send it to me. And the reason I say that is the Amazon wish list doesn't work the way you wish it does. You would think, you just buy it, it gets sent to Phil automatically. No, it doesn't. As stupid as that sounds, you then have to take that code, which you'll get sent via your email, and you have to forward it to me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. That's my email address, okay? So thank you in advance to anyone who does. That's going to help me with all the new games coming out, and I do appreciate that, okay? Now, in addition to that, you can tip me. Tipping me helps me in multiple ways. First of all, again, it's going to help with the cost of games. Second of all, tips are funds I can use immediately for whatever I need to use them for. So paying bills, yeah. And with, the tough times that I've been having recently financially, any tips that you guys give me during a live stream are very greatly appreciated. Keep in mind, tips I will give you a live shout out for on the stream as well. So it's a way to get recognition as well. So how do you tip? There's 2 ways you could tip me on the stream. If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up the tips link to my PayPal page. A couple things about tipping via PayPal. The first is you don't need to actually give away your identity. You could just say anonymous, or you can make up a name. You don't have to put your real name so people know it's you. If you're worried that some asshole might come harass you on the internet for supporting a streamer, you can be anonymous. No one will know it's you. All right. Number 2, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me via PayPal. I know that sounds weird. You don't. There should be options on that page to click on if you want to use MasterCard, Visa, Discover, or American Express. If you don't see said options, it's probably because you're on a mobile version of the site that doesn't load them properly. Personally, I've seen that issue myself where I was on my phone and those options didn't come up. So then I went over to my desktop computer, went to the PayPal page, and then they were there. So FYI, if you'd like to contribute via tipping, it helps a lot. It helps more than anything else. Please consider doing so. It helps a lot, all right? Thank you, again, in advance, anyone, for your contributions. That ends the gratuitous plug segment. Very nice. All right. Now, Music Records highlighted a message. Can you turn the camera on and let the movements begin? What on earth are you talking about? Let the movements begin? I don't know what the hell that means. Anyway, let's get to the final segment of my pre-stream, the shout-outs, where I give you guys credit for your contributions, and we answer some of your questions before we get started with today's gameplay, okay? Hey, what up? Highlighted a message that said, all right. Well, all right then. Okay, first of all, Richard Link cheered 60 bits today and said, Penne points are my amazing. I guess Richard Link really likes the new Penne point system. I think it's cool. I don't know how much it's going to add to the streams. What I'm a little afraid of is people think it's amazing now, and within 3 days it'll be like, no one will care. You know what I mean? But I guess we'll see how much longevity it actually has. So thank you for that cheer. Mithrandir just did a highlighted message, says, I'm waiting 3 hours till my flight at the airport. Any recommendations of what to do at an airport? I mean, it all depends on the airport. Some airports actually have like a nice lounge area where you can relax on comfy area and you can plug in your devices and, you can just hang out on the internet. If that's the case, that's what I recommend doing. There's some nice airports, like Chicago Airport has a lot of good food. and a lot of good shopping. I've been there many times, and I really like that airport. It all depends. Some airports are pretty cramped and not very interesting. And quite frankly, everything's overpriced in an airport. As you know, even buying like a burger combo at McDonald's costs like $12 in an airport, which is insane. So if you don't have a lot of money, there's not much you can really do at an airport. I would just recommend kind of hanging out. But yeah, in general, there's not a ton to do at an airport. So good luck. Hopefully you're having a good flight. So shout out to Richard Link again. He cheered. He says, are you concerned the Penne points might make people cheer less? No, I'm not. Because here's the thing. Cheering, like I told you guys, number one, you know you're contributing. You're actively trying to help out when you do that, right? And you know when you cheer, your message goes to my Streamlabs queue. You know I'm going to read it out and give you a shout out. As long as it's not something insulting or whatever. You know I'm going to read out and give you a shout out. When you do these highlighted messages, I might miss a bunch of them. You know what I mean? Like, I might not see them. I'm sure during today's pre-stream, probably some people did highlighted messages that I didn't see. There's nothing I can do about that. Once they're scrolled off the screen, they're scrolled for good. There's no queue for me to access them or whatever. So I would say it all depends. Okay? But I don't think it's going to have a major impact whatsoever on cheering at all. No, I don't. Snorlax tipped me $1. He says, finally mobile subs and Penne points. Let's have another good day of streams. That's right. I forgot that recently subscriptions on mobile started being enabled properly. Because I guess previously you couldn't really do it right. And now they enabled it so now it works fully. So that's cool. Yeah, you know, it's always good to see improvements and new features. And this is something good for Twitch. So awesome. Thank you very, very much, by the way, Snorlax. You're the first tipper of the day. Let me go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you for that. First dollar tip. One airport that I liked, but ended up being disappointing was one in Texas. And I forget if it was Dallas or if it was Houston. I can't remember. But it's a huge airport. It's so big. They have trams that go between the different areas because it's ginormous. It's almost like a subway system. But the problem is there's tons of food. There's tons of shopping. It's a nice place to walk around and kill time. But you're reliant on the trams, and it's kind of annoying if this is busy and there's like a million people and you're like crammed in there. Now you're trying to rush. I don't like that. I like it if the airport's smaller so that way you don't have to really worry about not being near your flight, right? All right, anyway, continuing on. Preach has resubscribed for 6 months. Thank you very much, Preach. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Guitar Player 1939 has done a 245-bit cheer. And he says, I tried playing a game on the Switch, and it was a piece of crap. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Guitar Player. What I can tell you is this. The Switch itself is not a bad console. For first-party Nintendo games, I feel, obviously, it's amazing. It's great. At least the graphics are close to being top-of-the-line modern. They're not, but they're at least good. You know, as opposed to, remember the Wii and the Wii U, how outdated the graphics were on those consoles when they were fucking new, which is kind of silly. At least the Switch is close to what you would expect from a modern console. What I will tell you is the Joy-Cons suck. I'm sorry. Some people swear by them. I think they're terrible. I hated them when I first started playing it to the point where I immediately ran out and bought another controller. The Joy-Cons are garbage. They really were designed poorly. They don't feel like a durable controller. They don't act like a durable controller. They're not a durable controller. In fact, they're not very good and responsive. They're shitty. It's sad that Nintendo once again had another gimmick that they had to force down everyone's throat, and the gimmick kind of falls flat on its face, but no one really talks about it. I think that the Joy-Cons are terrible. If you play the Switch with a normal controller, I think the console's fine. So, I also don't know what kind of game you're talking about. Like I said, first-party games are pretty amazing on the console. Recently I've been playing retro stuff. That's been flawless. So, no complaints in regards to that. Now, if you're talking cross-platform games, yeah, chances are they're going to underperform on the Switch no matter what. And there's nothing you can do about that. You got to expect that, right? Okay. Continuing on. Silas Darko just did a 250-bit cheer and said beep beep. Oh, wow. So Silas Darko actually immediately beat Guitar Player for top cheer. Let's get Silas Darko up on the leaderboard then. That was a quick shift. That is 250 bits. Thank you, Silas, for the cheer. Appreciate that. 2Bar King also did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, 2Bar King, for the cheer support. Thank you, thank you. Prank Black just highlighted a message in chat and says that Dragon Quest 11 on Switch is really nice. I've heard that. I've heard that they optimized it for Switch. Quite frankly, the game is a turn-based combat system. You would think that they should be able to optimize it for Switch, right? Plus, that's the version that has all the extra content, right? Doesn't that version have the ability to play it as a 16-bit game? Like, it has a 16-bit graphic mode, which is so damn cool. If you're a person who played the older Dragon Quest games, and now you can play the game in that mode looking like that, I think that's really sweet. So that's a pretty cool thing. So there you have it. Continuing on, Almighty Ming Levo did a 50-bit cheers. Do you think it would be best that you only receive contributions via game codes so that they cover up any game costs that you would need to pay for? Here's the thing, Almighty Ming Levo. Yes, I agree, but the problem is many games you can't buy game codes for anymore. This was my idea over the summer when I instituted the Amazon wish list. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to list the games that I planned on playing on my Twitch page and then put them up as a possible purchase on my Amazon wish list so people could buy the codes. Guess what? They did away with the whole thing. You can't do that anymore. You can't just buy a game code for a PSN game anymore and send it to someone. And they did away with the fucking game codes for some reason. I think you could still do it for Switch games, but you can't do it for Sony games. Why? I don't know. So it's like, as soon as I instituted this fucking thing, they changed it. So, yeah, I would like to do that, but I can't. If you really want to help out, you have to get me the PlayStation Network credits and send me the codes via email. As sloppy of a process that is, it works. So, okay. Continuing on, Tag365 did a 140-bit cheer and said this game is really good. Well, I'm glad to hear that you feel that way, Tag. I really liked Garden Warfare 1 and 2, so I'm very much looking forward to this one today, the Battle for Neighborville, okay? Philly Buckeye did a 150-bit cheer asking for another chance for someone who got banned yesterday. No. The only way that person would ever get another chance is if they personally wrote me an apology and said, I'm sorry for acting like an asshole in your streams recently, and I'm going to change and turn over a new leaf. Same thing with the other person that got banned at exactly the same time. They have been a negative influence on the streams over the last several weeks. They're acting like jerks every single chance that they get. I've been paying attention to it and not saying anything to see if it's a pattern, and it is a pattern. And finally, yesterday, I had enough and I got rid of them. If they want to actually change their attitudes and be honest about it and apologize, then they can come back. Just like everyone else, if they appeal and they want to get back in and they behave, they can come back. But so far, that hasn't happened. So your appealing for people who got banned is not going to help. They got to actively do it of their own volition, and they have to make a change. It's that simple. Shout out to Spawn Killer. He tipped me $1. He says, ever since the new Fortnite chapter came out, it doesn't matter where I go, like Twitch or YouTube or Mixer, I keep seeing Fortnite. It's laughable now. Many grown men and women are playing a children's game. Listen, it's a fad, and we all know that. I'm not saying Fortnite is a terrible game. It's not. Fortnite's an okay game. It's Battle Royale. It's got gimmicky stuff in it that people like the silly outfits, the dances, the building, whatever. They like it, they like it. I played it. I personally think it's not a very good Battle Royale game because I don't like the gunplay, which is why I never went back to it. If it's hype, because there's a Season 2 now, or whatever they call it, Chapter 2 with a new island and a few new gameplay mechanics, great. Some people have asked me to play it. I'm like, why? It's the same game. Just because it's a new map. By the way, the first new map they've ever added, which is hilarious that this game has been out for so long, and only now did they actually finally add a new map. But they tweaked a few gameplay mechanics. Oh, now you can fish. Wow. Oh, now you can pick up the body of your downed teammate and carry it around to safety, rather than just have it be laying out in the open and getting, if you try to sell them, you get shot at. Wow, okay. So a couple new gameplay mechanics. Did that change the game? No. Did it make the game better? No. It just made it a little different. For those who love the game, I'm sure you guys love it. I don't love the game, so I don't care. And I'm not going to change the kind of games that I play on my streams just because something is virally popular, mostly by a bunch of small children, which, by the way, hasn't changed. If you try to play the game, mostly you're going to hear small children yelling into the microphones at the top of their lungs. If you go to the store, the entire toy department is full of Legos and small children's figures for Fortnite because the game is marketed towards and made for small children. The game is a children's game. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. It is. And the only people who actually benefit from the game who are adults are content creators who are trying to make content to lure small children to their streams to watch and spend money. It's that simple. The game's a kid's game. It's not a bad game. I'm not going to hate on it and say it's a bad game. It's not. It's fully passable. It's competitive. It can be fun. I don't personally like it. It's okay if you do, but it's a children's game. And, a lot of people would argue Minecraft's a children's game. I would say yes and no. I think some things in that game are catered towards children. Others aren't. But it's that style of game. And if you like it, great. I'm not my cup of tea. And I'm not going to play it on my stream for no reason just because it's virally popular everywhere else. Okay? Okay. Now Vulcan cheers. It's not only small children playing Fortnite. You jumped on Minecraft late. Don't get on Fortnite late. I've played the game. Here's the difference between my attitude towards Minecraft and my attitude towards Fortnite. For years, I talked shit about Minecraft. For years, I said this game, I feel it's a game for only children. It's not fun. It's stupid. It's virally popular because kids like it. Then I actually played it, and I was like, oh, shit. This game's actually quite good. I can understand its appeal to everyone, not just kids. The sandbox appeal, you could do whatever you want. Fortnite I played at launch. I played it 2 more times after launch. I've played this game multiple times. I know exactly what it is, and I hate it. It's not the same as when I played Minecraft, and I just talked out of my butt for years, and then when I finally played it, I ended up liking it. This is a game I've already played multiple times, and I know I hate it. So I'm not going to waste time with a game that I feel is designed to, attract children and the money of their parents, and a game that I feel the gameplay is not something that I like. I'm not going to waste my time with it. And by the way, I don't want to hear screamers in my fucking microphone every 2 seconds either. So it's just an added bonus that I don't have to hear that. Okay, then. Let's talk more play. Tip me $2. It's 30 minutes till I go to work. Let's get the show on the road. So let's talky more play wants me to actually start playing the game and stop doing shout-outs. Well, first of all, you're the top tipper of the day. So let me get you up on the leaderboard. What I would say is, I hear you, but you have to understand my pre-stream length is determined by how many people contribute and how many shout-outs I have to give. I, quite frankly, could have started the game 20 minutes ago, but there's shout-outs I had to do, and that's part of the stream, right? So, that's why we haven't started yet. We're going to start shortly, though. Okay, so, the last thing we do before we begin is we are going to give shout-outs to the top cheerers of the week, to give credit where credit is due, and then we're going to begin. So, top 10 cheerers of the week. In 10th place this week, we've got The Real Flash. In 9th place, Richard Link. In 8th place, Kula. In 7th place, it's actually a triple tie for 5th. It should be 7th, but it's a triple tie for 5th because it's a triple tie. Between Keenan775, I'm a Guest, and Captain Caveman. Then we have a tie for 3rd between Handicap Gaming ER and Orcs or Dorks 7. And then last but certainly not least, in 1st place, I screwed that up. In 2nd place, Sambuca 2020. And then in 1st place, Silas Darko. So there we go. Thank you guys very much for all your cheering this week. I appreciate that. Finally, guys, again, reminder, best way to contribute today would be either getting something off my Amazon wish list and sending me the code via email, darksidephil@hotmail.com, or tipping me, okay? Both those things are going to help with all these giant Nano releases coming up in the next few weeks, so please consider it. Okay, guys? Vulcan just cheered and said, Dead by Daylight is a fun game, too. You should try it for a Halloween special. Well, hey, it was eligible to be in my Halloween special. Keep in mind, it was the viewers who nominated games for the Halloween event, and it didn't... Honestly, I think a couple people did nominate it, but it didn't make the final cut. Let's put it that way. So, sorry, but no, I will not be playing that during Halloween. I've got 5 other games lined up that we'll be playing during the Halloween event. Okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that... What the hell? I was trying to find my phone wire. Oh, wait a minute. I was just about to say that is it. And then an anonymous 300-bit cheer just came in. Okay. So thank you very much. What the? Oh my god, now my phone is glitching. What the fuck? Anyway, an anonymous 300-bit cheer just came in. Thank you very much, anonymous cheerer. Let me go ahead and get this up on the leaderboard. And by the way, Jake Cat said a highlighted message asking, bleh, is there anywhere else you can vote outside of forums? No. Because at least on my forums, I have the ability to see the voting behind the scenes. I can see if there's any voting abuse. I could fix the voting if there is voting abuse. and I have control over it. Third-party websites, for example, straw poll, etc. Sadly, people have found very easy ways to abuse those sites and screw the polls up. So I only use my website for polling, and we're going to be doing that, moving forward. By the way, we're up to 600 subs. Thank you for that. I'm updating everything fully before we start here. Alpha Merch resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Thank you, Alpha Merch, for a 4-month resub. I appreciate that. All right, guys, are we ready? Are you ready for the Battle of Neighborville? Oh, hold on. Silas Darko did a 310-bit cheer and said, nah. Keep my name up there. All right, we got to get Silas Darko back up there. He just trumped the anonymous cheerer. Thank you, Silas Darko, for the support. That's 310 bits. Excuse me. Thank you, Silas. Okay. So. Yeah, by the way, I just got an email about it. If you're on iOS, which is the Apple operating system, yes, you can now subscribe to a channel directly through your mobile device. I just got an email from Twitch about it, saying that this is a big update, and it's now possible. Hold on, I just got a 400-bit anonymous cheer. It appears we have an anonymous cheerer who is in competition with Silas Darko, and just beat him. So let's go ahead and let's get let's get the anonymous cheerer back up there as the top cheerer of the day. That's 400 bits. Thank you very much for that. Vulcan just did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you, Vulcan. And Sir Hendrick just tipped me $10. He says, finally some interesting new games, especially looking out for Outer Worlds next week. Me too. As I said, Outer Worlds is actually one of my top 3 most anticipated games of the year. Sadly, Doom Eternal got delayed, so now it's between that and Death Stranding. So, yeah, I'm hyped for it. I hope it's really good. If it's as good as New Vegas, I think we're really in for a treat. I mean, we haven't had a good game like that in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope it's on the same vein and the same level of quality. So, okay. Thank you, Sir Hendrick, for the $10 tip. That's the top contribution of today. Thank you to the anonymous cheerer for the top cheer of the day. All right. I think it is now time, since contributions have calmed down, to jump in to the battle for Neighborville. I hope you guys are ready. It is time to begin. So, let's do this. By the way, the game has a fun campaign we're going to jump into to start off here, okay? Let me get my headphones on. And we shall begin. Alrighty, let's do this.